Thank you for listening to the Root Cause Revolution podcast. Be sure and subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated.
Before we dive into today's episode, I am so excited to share with you a brand new, absolutely delicious snack that you have to try. And it comes in all sorts of sizes. You can buy some from yourself. They come in these amazing, beautifully packaged gift boxes to give as corporate gifts or gifts to friends. It is Paktli, Paktli, and it is an amazing company. Paktli means joy in the ancient language of the Aztecs, and they have made these delicious handmade traditional Mexican desserts with bittersweet chocolate and dried blueberries and cacao nibs and dried cranberries. They are all gluten-free, all organic, and everything but the white chocolate is soy-free. Now, they also have, because you know we're very much dairy-free, they have dairy-free options as well. This company is a company for people who love to read labels, who care about natural whole foods, and who like to buy organic products with simple ingredients and no additives. Y'all, this is an amazing snack for the whole family. We have both the crumbles and the full cookies. The crumbles are amazing just to snack on. They're amazing on top of other desserts, on top of apples, like apples with peanut butter, and sprinkle this on top, and even with milk for a really delicious treat. You just add a little bit of plant-based milk in there, and it's like the most delicious cereal you have ever had. Now, they sent me a discount code to give you guys, and you can use discount code ROOTCAUSE15. That is discount code ROOTCAUSE15 at PaktliFoods.com, PaktliFoods.com. You'll find the link down below in the show notes on your favorite podcast provider. Hi, friends. Welcome to episode 290. We're almost at 300 of the Root Cause Revolution podcast. I'm your host, Audrey. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I am a root cause clinician. I specialize in helping you to stop masking symptoms and start healing those chronic symptoms, chronic issues, nagging things that won't go away, and even up into include autoimmune diseases. So I help you to rebalance your body so you can heal it for good. If you're done with Band-Aids, ready for real healing solutions, you are in the right place, and you have joined us for Energy Medicine Monday. And today we're going to talk about the energy of healing. So I heard this really cool quote that inspired this episode. And the quote was that it was around choosing to consciously use food as medicine, right? So much of what we do, good nutrition is the foundation of health. It is the foundation of healing. It is, one of the three prongs in the three-pronged approach, right? So this little quote says, choosing to consciously use food as medicine, as a form of self-love instead of self-destruction, is your healing journey, fully honoring your body as a sacred temple that houses your eternal soul. And I thought that was just such a beautiful way to put the energy of choosing things, not because you want it as a junky snack food or a snack junkie, but choosing it to serve and fulfill your body, your human suit's purpose, right? So when we're not functioning from that place, we're really existing with the weight of self-neglect. And usually that it leaves us feeling numb and uninspired. And that points us towards that unconscious overconsumption of junk, right? There is not a person found on the planet, there is not a study showing any of these things, that a person that eats whole food, right? So whole food, I don't care if it's plants or meat. There's not a study on the planet that shows any negative health effect from a person eating whole foods, not obesity, not chronic disease, not falling ill to a bunch of acute illnesses. Any person that can subsist on entirely whole food is the picture of wellness. Now, I'll be the first to tell you that a healing journey, healing in itself, is not about attaining some sort of perfection. If you are reaching for perfection, you are going to weigh yourself down with those self-created expectations. The energy of healing is a lifelong journey. It's embracing that imperfect nature, that imperfectness of our human existence. And it is learning to treat even the messier parts of yourself with genuine compassion and kindness. All of that said, overeating processed foods, making it more than about that 10 to 20% of your diet will not leave you with a healthful outcome, right? There's a saying, and I'm not sure who said this one either, but it's eat food, mostly plants, right? And that's what it should be in order to achieve that sort of pinnacle of health and fitness and wellness, both physically and energetically. Since we're kind of on that topic of food as medicine or food as, food as part of your physical and energetic body's health, then I want to give you an exercise to try. I want you to, I've talked before about a food, mood, poop journal, and this is kind of a take on that. But what I want you to do, instead of making a list of the foods that you ate in the day, I want you to make a list of all the foods that your body loves most. Now, thinking of this causes you to have to reframe things, right? Because I'm not asking what your favorite food is. That's different, right? Your favorite food might be pizza and beer, but pizza and beer isn't what consistently digests well, gives you energy, gives you strength, gives you vitality, right? So you're going to make a list of all the foods that your body loves the most. And this list is going to be different for everyone. It's different for people in the same family even, because different foods impact different bodies differently. Okay. So remember that first list foods that your body loves the most is what digests well, what fills you with energy, what gives you strength to carry on in your day or your activity, and what gives you vitality. Now, list number 2, because we have to have a list for the opposite effect, I want you to write down the list of foods that have the opposite effect, right? Which foods cause bloating, fatigue, indigestion? Hint, this is probably where pizza and beer belongs. Now, this list isn't a list of foods that you can eat and enjoy all the time and foods you can't. Absolutely not. This list is a list that helps you just to bring awareness to what works well for your body physically and energetically and what doesn't work well for your body. It can really help you to create clarity around what you need to reach for in any given moment, right? You can ask yourself, how do I want to feel when I eat this? How am I going to feel when I eat this? And these two things are not, again, it's not directives as you have to do this and you have to do that. Sometimes on a healing journey, we have to do that. But what this does is open you up to the awareness of consciously choosing, okay, I know I feel better if I have this piece of chicken with these vegetables and this fruit and this dressing, but mentally what I need right now is a cupcake, right? And so you can make that decision with full awareness of what you're doing and what impact that has. One, you might be thinking, this is the quick hit, right? It's going to give me dopamine to have the cupcake, but it's going to cause bloating, fatigue, indigestion, restlessness, all of those things. What you're really looking for is strength, is the energy to get through an activity, is the energy to focus on whatever it is that's causing you the frustration or to release it. And that would probably be more in line with an apple and nut butter, for example. Creating little lists like this can help you to expand your own wellness, can help you to intuitively grocery shop and intuitively eat. It can trigger emotional check-ins for you, particularly if you add in kind of that check-in, like, am I really hungry or am I needing something else? It is a form of self-love. It is being present in the moment. And it is, again, using food as medicine. Because food is medicine. The saying, you are what you eat, is not literally true, but is physically telling, right? If you look at even conventional research shows that dietary habits influence disease. Now, those of us on the naturopath side, on the holistic health side know that foods may not only just trigger chronic health conditions, but we know beyond a shadow of the doubt that what we put into our mouth literally becomes the building blocks of the tissues that you see. The skin on your hands, your skin cells turn over on a weekly and monthly basis. The same for your organs. Those cells break down, the cells die, and they regenerate. And so if they have the right components to regenerate, then you have a functioning or, a smooth running body. You can think of it like putting together a Lego set or building a car engine. If they ship you the wrong parts, when you put it all together, it's not going to make the Lego RV. It's not going to make an engine run if you're putting together a car and you don't have all the right parts. So you can think of that like your digestive system. That's literally where your body gets the fuel to rebuild itself, and your body rebuilds itself and restocks hormones and all of those things, anywhere from a daily and nightly to weekly, monthly, yearly basis with cellular turnover. By overlaying the energetic aspects of really being in tune with what you're eating, then you can for sure transform anything from little bits of your health to your big health and wellness picture. That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in Wednesday when we dive into the part 2 of psoriasis with episode 291. We'll be diving into what to do about it. We talked about root causes last Wednesday. This Wednesday, we'll talk about what to do to start healing from psoriasis. See you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Root Cause Revolution podcast. Be sure and subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated.